Barbarella issue number 3. That is right, folks. We're back talking Barbarella, the Queen of the Galaxy. And I'm amazed that this book continues to be great. I really am, because I think this is a character that is easy to get wrong. It is so easy to mess up what this character is about, what she represents, and to be interpreted in a poor way. And the fact that Sarah Hoyt has managed to capture everything Barbarella is supposed to be, and then some, is honestly nothing shy of impressive. I really like this book. I think this was a strong issue that dealt with some really fun themes, and it played with a interesting trope that I know some people, again, who aren't big into Barbarella might have some issues with some stuff that happened in this book, but I'm telling you, it's pretty good. So we see that Barbarella and Vix go back to, what's the name of this planet? It is Terracuta or something, Teruga or something like that. They're getting a new ship and getting everything prepared before they head over to Encantadou, which is another planet that might have some of these nanite things that they're looking for. So we know that Talon is dead, and because of that, these people that are employing Barbarella are like, we got you this new robot lady. Her name is Margaret. She'll be just as useful. Then instantly, we cut to their ship crashing because this evil person that's been stalking Barbarella put like some weird stuff that melts the ship if it touches water, and since Encantadou is a water-based planet, their ship crashes down, and immediately we see that Margaret gets killed because she's useless. And we see that for some reason underneath the water that Barbarella and Vix are breathing. They run in these two aquatic mermaid-like creatures, realize that they are siblings, and they're just like, this is a human that didn't die when they hit here. Maybe we should bring her down and figure some stuff out. So Barbarella follows these people down. She starts kind of like getting a little kissy and flirty with the guy here. His name is Czar, and she's just like, it's weird that your sister had to go to work. Like, whatever it is she's doing. It's kind of weird. And then this guy slowly just starts to bring up this idea like, it's all right. You know, we don't see a lot of strangers here except for the bosses, of course. They wear these weird suits to talk to us. And instantly Barbarella's like, what are you talking about? Bosses in weird suits that are in the water to talk to you? That doesn't sound normal to me. So she wants to investigate what's going on there. She takes a look around, and like these aquatic-based creatures are being kind of like enslaved and forced to work for this weird guys in suits. One of them looks like a cat, and you're just like, okie dokie. That's probably not what Barbarella was hoping to see. So she immediately goes like, we should stop this, because it's bad. Something I think is really important to state here. She doesn't immediately go like into like, you know, James Bond espionage mode where she's really to like attack and kill everyone. It's more like, we should get some sufficient information on what's going on here. And then when that happens, we'll call reinforcements to do that. But because they can't get a signal, kind of plays this idea like, well, if we're going to be superheroes, we should do things ourselves. So she tries to go into a communications tower in one of the locations, immediately gets blown up, and she kind of gets knocked down, which this is something I think there could be some like reservations with people that don't fully understand the character. Barbarella is not like the fighter. She's a fighter. She is obviously a combatant and, you know, hand-to-hand stuff and firearms and all that stuff, but her power, what makes her special, is her compassion and her love. That is her weapon. That is what she uses as a weapon. So if she gets taken down by brute force, I don't think that is inherently against what the character represents. It doesn't make her weak. It's just not in her power set. It's not something that we've seen her do a lot of. So I don't think that's a negative of the book. I don't at all. I think that is completely in tone with everything we've seen this character do. So she's kind of like knocked out from this explosion. She starts having a dream of Talon, and it's like, oh, I love him. He's got like some really beautiful wings. I'm going to show you this picture because it's gorgeous. It's like everything in the artwork in this book. It's almost weird to say, but like the artwork's almost too good for a Barbarella comic. Like, this is some top tier art and coloring that you'd find in a, I'm going to say, higher standard of a title. Not that Barbarella's a low standard title. It's just like, this is stuff that we could see in a Marvel or a comic from DC or anything. It's Barbarella, and I think that makes it extra special. So she wakes back up. She's like, oh, okay, that didn't go according to plan. We see that Vix is like, I learned a skill from Talon where I can like channel the cord in the network through me. Okay, so he does that. They get some information on who these people are working for. They are part of the Quarox benevolence, and it's just like they're like this like 5 solar system spanning empire. They build all like these controllers and the nanites and stuff. Bunch of evil people that enslaved everything and makes this really dark stuff. Barbarella's like, okay, that's enough for me to understand what we're doing here. Let's go outside and win. So they're trying to open the door. They're headed outside, instantly attacked by a couple dudes. And I like it. And I guess this is kind of like, yeah, she does do hand-to-hand combat stuff. She beats some of these guys up before headed down, but they head back outside. And basically they just like blow up the entire operation of everything going around them. She starts attacking some of the guys, so they're doing okay. But suddenly like this mysterious figure that's been luring over the book for the past 3 issues reveals herself, and it's like, it's you. And we see that this darker, older version of Barbarella in like a black and red suit staring at her has Czar in like a hold stance, so he's going to shoot his head off, and he's like, who are you? What are you doing here? It's puzzling, right? Crazy stuff. They try to fight, but of course they're underwater, and it doesn't work. And again, I know it's silly. An evil older version of Barbarella. But honey, that is the character to a T, and I love it. Like, it just works. It just makes sense to me. Like, that's what you do. Of course it is. So this character just shows up to piss off Barbarella. Then she flees back into her ship and flies away, you know, Baroness in the G.I. Joe style. And she's like, who was that? Why does she look like me, and what's going on? Vix is like, I bet you she didn't always look like you, and maybe there's something here trying to attack you and affect your brain in some weird capacity. But all our aquatic friends are saved. They're like, thank you, Barbarella. You saved us. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. We did everything right. You would have figured this out eventually, but now I have to figure out the rest of the plan with all this stuff here. What's going on with these nanites? What's going on with this benevolence? And as she's kind of like talking to these guys, she hears like a voice in the background, like, who is that? What? She had the vision of town earlier when she was exiting like the communication center. She had a vision of town. Now it looks like town is somehow back from the dead. Is this her psychosis breaking down? No, because Vix can see it too. They're like, we're together again. I'm not Pygar. I'm something similar to Pygar. Just a cute winged robot boy ready to make love to the Queen of the Galaxy. They're like, great, let's solve this mystery. Let's get another ship and let's have some fun along the way. And it's just perfectly Barbarella. It is just the characters to a T. It's really fun. Sarah Hoyt just, it's so well written. It's more well written than you'd be expecting for a Barbarella book. And I hate saying that, but you're like, this could be so cheesy and campy, but I'm like, this is perfect. This is like the callback to the original comic book, you know? It works so well, and I seriously enjoy what we're seeing here. Some great artwork, a great story. I love it. I hope Barbarella returns in a big bad way and this becomes a staple for a lot of people's reading experiences. If it's not, get on this book because it's fun, it's shocking, and it's really Barbarella. This character is cool. Check her out. So, Barbarella issue number 3, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.